the Republican People's Party, CHP, is prepared to assume the responsibility of forming a coalition for the sake of Turkey, despite being well aware of the consequences, CHP leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu has said, just days after exploratory talks on a deal between the CHP and the Justice and Development Party, AKP. Even though we know the heavy toll of a coalition government, we could assume such a responsibility for the country's future. We are proceeding forward for Turkey's interests rather than the party's benefits. We observe that every delay in the process of forming a coalition makes the toll before Turkey heavier, Kılıçdaroğlu said. Stating that the June 7 parliamentary election results and the current conditions in the country had forced them to shoulder the responsibility for such a burden, Kılıçdaroğlu said being a partner in a possible coalition was in accord with the party's historic mission. We are aware of the weighty responsibility we are taking up, and the heavy price within and outside the country, economically and socially, that we face, he said, adding that he hoped the transitional government was also aware of this. While the AKP received the highest number of votes in the parliamentary polls, it fell short of a majority for the first time since coming to power in 2002. In the first round of coalition government talks, the CHP, which received the second highest number of votes, was the only party that said it was open to a government with the AKP. The Nationalist Movement Party, MHP, and the People's Democratic Party, HDP, the other two parties that passed the 10% threshold in the elections to enter parliament, said they were not in favor of a coalition with the AKP. The CHP's head said they had put forth their goals clearly about what they aimed for in a coalition partnership, but added that it was now up to the AKP to make a decision. Maybe the AKP are not ready for a coalition, we would understand that too. I believe that if it was for Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu a more decisive and consistent result would be formed, Kılıçdaroğlu said, hinting that the Prime Minister was not alone in deciding on a coalition partner. Erdoğan gambling with Turkey's future. Kılıçdaroğlu accused President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan of gambling with the country's future, while adding that an early election would not change the current political poll results.